Yeah, it didn't win the Oscar. Instead, they gave it to a movie that nobody heard of. It was some Indian movie that they gave it that won a Slumdog Millionaire. But it's like, so a lot of people are confused because like, well, how can the movie who made all that broke all these records, all these box office records, not win the Oscar for Best Picture? But yeah, you give it to a movie that didn't even make a dime. In the
Because
in the movie.
bro, there's a conspiracy with that shit. They try to keep like the superhero fictional films away from like you know these academies.
Yeah, except for
They're
Black Panther because it's a black superhero.
huh? Yeah.
Except for Black Panther because he was a black superhero and
No,
now
I'm telling you,
everybody's trying to
dude,
be
they're
woke.
so fucking biased, bro. They're so
Everybody's trying to be
fucking
woke now, so they
everyone's
clowning
so
everybody.
fucking woke, bro. Dude, the whole thing is all about like the LGBTQ and shit. You just see how like how the three hosts, Schumer and all the
Yeah,
other
it was
girls.
three. It's the first time ever that three women hosted the Academy Awards.
Yeah, and then like they said something about like they're joking about like yeah, and everything's gonna be gay, 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 gay. I was like, all right, fuck it. I mean, I guess, but it doesn't have to. But if it really needs to, you know.
Yeah, and actually, Will Smith he beat out Andrew Garfield. He was nominated for this movie he did called Tick Tick Boom.
Yeah, I know. There was a meme about that where Andrew Garfield was like texting the other
Yeah, he was like
Spider-Man,
Texas.
"Hey, did Will Smith smack Chris Rock in your universe?" No, actually, no, not in this one. Like, I think Jada Pinkett Smith was actually laughing too.
Yeah,
That would be so crazy. Hey, if somebody can do an edit where there's like three versions of different scenarios, depending on what universe you're at, that would be cool. If someone can do an edit video on that, that'll be funny.
yeah, but I think like, but just reading, looking at these movies though, you can really tell that like COVID has changed everything. Because like all these movies were on streaming services, they weren't in movie theaters. Like the
Mm-hmm.
winner of Best Picture came out on Apple TV. You had Dune, which I like that movie. Actually, was pretty good. But that came out on HBO Max.
With Oscar
King,
Isaac and Zendaya.
yeah. King Richard was also on
Is
HBO
it
Max.
isn't Dune like the story in Tatooine because it's all desert?
Yeah, it's a remake from it's a science fiction movie that came out during the 70s. They remade it. I never
I,
seen the 70s version.
no, I know.
I watched the new one that came out last year. I
Yeah,
enjoyed it.
the '70s version is like old as fuck. I saw a little bit of it. Like, damn, this is old.
I never
It's
seen the
so old I
70s
can't
version.
even watch it.
I never seen the 70s version. I can't really compare, but the one that came out last year, I thought it was pretty
you,
good. I
you know
enjoyed
when
it.
something is so old and the audio, you can tell by the audio and how the audio sounds. Like, damn, this is so fucking old, bro.
Bruh.
I
I'm starting
can't
to notice
even
that with movies that came out like in the 2000s, which makes me
like
feel old.
Space Odyssey, like in the
Yeah.
like the '70s, it's like late '70s. Like the audio is like, damn, the audio is so old. This sounds like Betamax,
But not
and
just the
shit.
audio, but even the jump cuts that always make me laugh. Because back then when they had to edit videos, they had to cut the film
like
put it
literally,
together. Yeah,
like physically cut the tapes.
and then put it together in order.
Yeah, tape it. That imagine that shit. Fuck.
Dude, it took like
Imagine how long that shit
to edit.
took.
Yeah.
How long that shit took. You know, compared to like Premiere and like the programs that
Uh
we have now.
yeah, compared to like a Premiere and a Final Cut Pro.
Dude, I bet you all these editors when the first Final Cut, like when the first Premiere Final Cut Pro was like first developed and introduced, I bet you all the editors were like, "Thank you, thank you so much." Oh, you don't have no idea the hours,
Yeah, and then all
not
the old
hours.
editors would be like I had a my old boss. He's like this elderly white guy. But like he's been he's been a graphic designer since like the 70s. And so he every time like one of us would complain at work, he'll be like, well, back in my day, to be a graphic designer, we had to take newspaper clippings and make art out of that. Nowadays, you kids have Photoshop, Illustrator, blah blah blah. We didn't have that. I still remember when the first he's like, I still remember when the first Photoshop came out in 1986. I was like, damn, okay. They'll just want to throw that in my face. I was like, we'll never complain in front of you again.
When you used to, the thing that you use with your keyboard where you Command C and then Command V for copy and paste. We didn't have keyboards. We literally copy and paste with glue.
With real glue. As a matter of fact, there was no such thing as Command C because there was no such thing as Macintoshes back then.
The only command we get is from our supervisor. Yeah. They say, Command cut this with scissors and Command paste this with glue.
The only time back in my day, the only time we saw a computer was when we were watching the Jetsons. That's the only time we saw a computer.
Yeah.
I had to watch that shit on TV.
Crazy.
But like now though, but I was saying before, those like the pandemic has kind of changed things because now all these movies that are coming out on streaming services, they're not getting nominated for like Academy Awards. Like you don't even have to go to the movie theaters anymore. You just watch this shit on HBO Max.
I don't say, dude. I don't want to. I don't like watching the Oscars anymore, though. It's like I feel like they needed something like this. I feel like they needed something like this because nobody has been watching the Oscars for a while. For the past 4 or 5 years, the ratings, the viewer ratings on the Oscars haven't been very good. And ever since what happened in this year's Oscars, the ratings went skyrocket up.
Well, no, I was gonna say though, the irony about all of this is that they said this is the lowest rated Oscars in 50 years.
The lowest rating? Bro, they got so many views from that.
No, they got the views after the fact when everybody started posting it on social media. But when people were actually watching it live, they said it was the lowest rated Oscars in 50 years.
Yeah.
But nobody watched it live. They just watched it after the fact when everybody was posting it on like social media or YouTube or stuff like that.
I bet you the producers are like, okay, Todd, send out Operation Will Smith. Slap now.
Yeah, now. Hey, post that shit on Instagram, Twitter, post it on MySpace. Just get it out there.
Just get it everywhere. YouTube, Daily Motion, everything.
Everywhere. Okay. And then also too the award that Chris Rock was announcing, which was best documentary. That was won by the Queen of Basketball.
Oh, okay.
And then that Disney movie Encanto won best animated film.
I love that movie. I love it. Dude, did you know Encanto?
I've seen it on Disney Plus, but I haven't watched it.
Oh, bro, it's a good film. But did you know Encanto, the music? We don't talk about Bruno is like I think number 1 in charts right now, in the music charts.
What the song?
Yeah, the song. I think they're like number 1 in the top 10 or something.
Well, what's the name of the song?
We don't talk about Bruno, no. We don't talk about Bruno. I love that song.
It sounds like a Filipino song.
No, it's like Spanish.
I know, but when you sing it sounds Filipino.
Okay, let's change it. We don't talk about Bruno, no.
Right, the number 1 song in America right now is Heat Waves by Glass Animals.
Well, I don't know which part of the charts it is, but it's got a lot of listeners right now. They even play the radio, bro. Like, how often do you hear,
bro? I don't
Disney music in the radio.
I don't listen to the radio. I listen to music on my phone.
Yeah, I know, but I was just saying, like, how often do you hear Disney music played in the radio? That's rare.
Dude, the last time I heard Disney music played on the radio was when Elton John did that Tarzan soundtrack.
Oh, well, what about the Circle of Life, the Lion King?
That was but Tarzan came out after Lion King.
That's true.
We're gonna cut it short today.
We had a lot of things to talk about, but Will Smith was the only thing that kept on popping out of my mind. Like there were other things I had listed, at least 5 things, but for some odd reason, this Will Smith thing, even in our podcast episode, for some odd reason, just keeps taking over our episodes. You know, our streaming and everything.
Well,
Will Smith everywhere.
At least he took over the Oscars. Now he's taking over our show.
Yeah, I mean he's taking over YouTube right now because all you see is Will Smith memes. Will Smith memes.
Not only that, but like every time I go on YouTube, there's like 100 recommended videos for me to watch, and they're all like Will Smith or reactions to Will Smith.
Jada Pinkett Smith and Will Smith.
Yeah.
Jeez. Anyway, I guess we're gonna hear about this for the next year or two. But yeah, this is definitely going down in history. Just like Chris Rock says, that is the greatest thing ever happened in television history. I think that's what he said. But he's right. Chris Rock, he predicted this. He's like, yeah, this is going down in history for a long, long time. A long, long time.
Yeah, and like I said earlier, it just sucks because I feel bad for all the other people who won Oscars because nobody's even talking about them, and we don't even know who won them. I had to look it up just right now just to figure out who won what.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to rewatch the Oscar highlights again. But
well, the Oscar highlights, if you watch, it's only like 3 minutes long. Just Will Smith slapping Chris Rock, and then him yelling, "Keep your wife's name out your fucking mouth." And he said it twice just in case Chris didn't hear him the first time.
Yeah. I'm sure Chris Rock was going to say something like, well, keep your friend's sons out of your wife's mouth. I know he want to say that. Because he was like,
say a lot of things.
He was like, oh, I could just, I heard him say, ooh, I could just, that's all he said. And he was going to finish it. But he's so professional. Chris Rock is so professional that he processes things quick because he's a comedian and he's quick-minded. He's quick-witted person. So he freestyles a lot with his comic too. So you know, he's a professional. He's a master of his craft. I can say that Chris Rock, for the 20 years or over 20 years of his experience as a stand-up comic or just a performer, I think he has mastered his skill knowing when to turn off, like right away. I think he's already mastered his skill, bro. That's like ninja fucking status right there, bro. Do you know anyone that can do that? That can just like hold their emotions?
Most people either would have A, started crying, or B, would have tried to fight Will Smith.
But for him to just turn it off like so quick, after reacting, he reacted and turned it off, almost reacted again, turned it off again, and made a joke like he was nonchalant, like nothing happened. Even though if the whole world knew something happened, he knew something happened, but for him to just like channel that and switch quick, dude, that's fucking ninja, bro. That's so fucking ninja gangster. I give him so much respect. I respect Chris Rock. He's like my hero right now, dude, this year. Like, I respect him so much, dude. And yeah, you're right, dude. A, he would have been crying, or 2, he would have just like retaliate and fucking just like, you know, run after Will Smith and start hitting him right there. But he didn't. That's crazy, bro. Like, there's not that many people that can do that. Not really. Nobody. Not even the president can do that. Like switch off like that, you know?
I mean, the president's so old, he might die if you slap.
Well, I'm saying presidents even in the past, like in a few years, yeah. Like nobody can do that.
Joe Biden, he's so old, he doesn't even know where he's at half the time.
Wait.
I've seen videos.
He probably woke up and he's like, I'm president? What do you mean? What do you mean I'm president?
And I was about to say, I've seen videos of him like literally falling asleep during press conferences.
Just tell me when you guys made a decision.
Yeah.
Well, I just sign it. Thank you.
I'm still waiting for him to do like old man shit where he just like comes to like a press conference or whatever with like ketchup stains on his shirt.
What? Nuclear bomb? What?